Well, it is a nice watch that you're putting for sale. You put this for sale on eBay, the Citizen Promaster Tough. It's on my wrist. Some of you wanted to see it on my wrist. My wrist is almost 8 inches, even at a reduced weight. I was going to, well, the curious soul in me wanted to review this watch and thought it might be a beater watch. You know what? I'm not getting a beater watch vibe from it. It's a dressy watch to me, and I actually like it. It's a cool watch, but I decided to sell it. I don't think it's going to get the wrist time that it's going to deserve. But to me, it looks like a sharp, dressy watch, the new Citizen Promaster Tough. It does have sapphire on it, and it is Echo Drive, and the loom is good. They did a lot of good things with this, so I don't have a problem with it at all. I like the links, but can you see it? Can you get the wrist presence on that thing? Alright, so anyways, I put it on eBay, and if it doesn't sell, I'll keep it. No, it's no big deal. So today I was going to tell you, I've learned 10 things about shaving. Traditional wet shaving with a vintage Gillette razor. This is the Gillette Fat Boy. And about 10 years ago, I got sick of all the hyped up phony ads about, you know, disposable razor technology. We got 3 blades, 5 blades, multi-blade, blah. It was all marketing hype, and I was sick of spending money on that. And I don't mind spending money on something, but when it's just hyped up confectionery air, I get irritated, I get annoyed, and I have to move on. So I've been shaving for 10 years, and I've learned some things. I haven't shaved yet today. It's pretty early in the morning. But I want to tell you, my favorite razor of all time is the Gillette Fat Boy. I was kind of, you know, I was rotating. I have the Slim, I have the Super Speed flare tip, I have the Super Speed red tip, and they're nice. But I got good at shaving enough that I put the Fat Boy on. It's adjustable, and it goes from 1 to 9, and I have it on 9. And I use what is considered a very sharp blade. It's called feather, and I can get about 5 shaves with a feather. And I've learned this is the most enjoyable razor that I use. They're $100 on eBay, used in really good condition. If you want to spend $40 less, the Slim is also adjustable, and the Slim could pretty much give you the same shave. You know, it's subjective. I mean, I have 2 nice condition Slims, mint condition Slims, and I use those, but I do like the Fat Boy, the way it feels. Does it give me a better shave? Sometimes I feel that it does, but it's probably just psychological. It's probably just subjective. I like the Fat Boy. Would I get another Fat Boy? Maybe. Knowing my mentality, I would. So that's my favorite combination, the feather razor. I don't like using spray. Number 2, I don't like using those spray aerosol type shaving cream things. They're just watery air stuff. You know, something that comes in a container. This one's a good one. GEOF Trumper's Almond Shaving Cream, and comes in this container. And what I learned about these is that they're pretty thick, and you do want to water them down. What happens is if you put a thick shaving cream on like this, or the less expensive Promaster, this is probably entry level, recommend this. These are pretty thick, and what happens is when you put them on thick, the blade really doesn't touch your beard. You're not shaving anything. It has to be watered down. Some people like using a bowl, but I actually just water this down in the container that it comes in. My wife's using the bathroom with me. I can't clutter it up with bowls and brushes. The other thing I learned is these shave soaps. I don't like them. You got to tamper with them, you got to tinker with them too long, and I'm not making pie dough in the morning. I'm not going to spend 15 minutes kneading the shave soap into what I want to do. That's just me. Some of you may love shave soap. It doesn't work for me. It's a pain, and I don't go down that road. So the other thing I learned is never rush. Never be in a rush. If you're in a rush, just don't shave. Because holding a feather blade to your skin and moving it across your jugular vein. And it's just not a good situation for being in a rush. Always be in a calm mode. If you had a temper tantrum, if you were shaking your fist at cable TV, probably not a good time to shave. You want to kind of be in the zone. I've heard golfers say they got to be in a certain mental frame to play golf. I don't know that much about that. I tried playing golf before, but I'm sure it's the same mentality. Don't be in a rush. Other thing I learned is it's better to shave twice. In other words, you go down, and then you wash your face. You reapply a little bit more shave cream. Your face is probably already lubricated somewhat, and then you go up. Counter to the beard. You got to do it twice if you want to get a close shave. I've learned that. I've also learned that I don't like using alcohol-based aftershaves. All they do is sting and dry my skin out. I mean, they smell like old-fashioned stuff. If that's what you like, you can use those. I like to do it every day. I like to shave every day. You get a closer shave. I like the ritual of it. You know, as men, we need rituals. There's not a lot of rituals that we have. We work out regularly. We make a good breakfast. Probably the best breakfast I ever have had in my life. It's probably my favorite food. My Korean students taught me about this. They introduced me to this. It's called bibimbap. And their moms make it for them for breakfast. And now they make it for themselves for breakfast. It's a really healthy dish. Because I'm managing my weight, I can't make bibimbap with rice, but I do use the vegetables, and I like to get mine extra hot. Believe it or not, 1 minute from my house at the mall, at the Del Amo Mall, in the food court, they have the most amazing bibimbap. With eggs on top of it, I get the Korean barbecue on top of it. I get the kimchi and all the vegetables, and I get the hottest spices they have. I get mine extra hot. That's the kind of guy I am. Man, I could eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Got to have a good breakfast ritual, good shaving ritual. A lot of us have our watch rituals. We tend to them. As men, we need rituals. My last thing I learned is that you really can't be an evangelist for shaving or watches. You either like it or you don't. You're either hardwired for it or you don't. And that brings me to my last point. I wrote a book, a very short book. It's called, it was going to be called Watch Predator Rules. I changed it to Watch Addiction Rules. 25 Essential Rules for Managing Your Watch Addiction. And I'm glad I wrote the book. I had fun writing the book. It taught me a lot. I learned a lot from a lot of my viewers, and I would take a chapter and I would do a video presentation on it, and it's done now. I got to proofread it. I'll probably put it on Amazon Kindle in the next 3 weeks, and I'll make a video when it's available. And what I learned is, it's interesting. You can try to figure out why you like something, whether it be shaving or watches, but you can over-intellectualize it. You just like stuff. That's it. And you know what? If you're addicted to shaving or watches or radios or whatever your hobby is, you can only intellectualize it so much. I mean, you could know what makes you tick and still be addicted to it. Wouldn't even minimize the addiction. So in that sense, I see limitations to intellectualizing whatever it is you're addicted to. And I learned that from writing this book. So it's a short book. It's about 100 pages. And it's 25 rules. And I'll let you guys see that. So if you got $100, the Fat Boy is fun to use. It feels heavy in the hand. It's old school, man. It's nostalgia, man. I'm enjoying that. All right, tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, I'm out.